If you got a Refresher Shard or Orb and an Aghanim Scepter on Phantom Lancer, you can spawn 20 illusions if you quickly use his ultimate. Refresher, then ultimate again within 0.2 seconds. If you do it too slow, it will only spawn the 10 illusions, and the other then override the first 10. Combine a Clinkz and a Lifestealer and you can heavily buff Clinkz with Death Pact. The Lifestealer gets a Helm of the Overlord, uses it on a creep, then Lifestealer uses Infest on the dominated creep. You now have a creep with 3000 HP. Use Dark Pact on this creep and you'll have an extra 3000 HP and 120 damage, and even more with level 25 talent. If you use Juggernaut's Swift Slash as Rubick on an enemy target while Juggernaut is taking over an outpost, you get teleported to Juggernaut. There's clearly something funky going on here. Attempt the same with Omnislash and it works as intended. No teleporting to Juggernaut. With the latest patch, Hoodwink's Bushwhack increased projectile speed from 1000 to 1200, making it nearly impossible to bushwhack into Acorn Shot. However, it's still possible. You need to use the bushwhack with the outer rim of the left side of the circle being on the enemy hero, and you need to quickly cast the Acorn Shot at this spot to the far left, giving it more time to travel. You're effectively throwing bushwhack as far as you can and Acorn Shot as short as you can. Machina can refresh other neutral items. If you have a Seer Stone, Book of the Dead, Trickster Cloak or Minotaur Horn, it might be worth using this trick. This is an old trick, but DataLeon brought it up in one of his most recent videos. With Tusk, you can move yourself with his eye shards, but what's important is that this can easily be used in a game to your advantage. It can move you up cliffs, down cliffs, or just block your enemy from you. The importance to the trick is that the big arrow has to be at the center of your hero. Want to move left, it needs to face right, and vice versa. Want to use it while moving, click once at your destination, wait for your hero to reach the spot, and once the arrow is inside Tusk, use eye shards. Attribute shifts can work as a double-edged sword on Rubick. Shift to agility, you'll lose all your health. If you then lose the ability, you'll be stuck with low health for the rest of the game until you re-steal attribute shift and shift back to normal health. You can also use this though to gain health permanently, but you'll lose armor in the process. Rolling Thunder can be cancelled by Tusk's Ice Shard or Earthshaker's Fissure if timed correctly. If you perfectly hit Pangolier in the center of his body, it will cancel the Rolling Thunder. However, this is actually quite hard to pull off. With Earthshaker, if Pangolier is rolling straight towards you, just Fissure in his direction and it works most of the time. Ice Shards is a bit trickier. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you got some tips of your own, submit them at the link in the description.